Hello. So I will present you a tool which allows to categorize images very easily. So I will first upload images in the tool. It's a web interface. So once all the images are loaded, we can start. So you can see the images appear in that place. We can move the images. It's very fluid. And the idea here, this image represents a wearable data patient measurement based on wearable data. So you can see for one patient, it's the patient worn a wearable device for a week, and you see in blue the sleep time, the x-axis is the time, the days are each row, and the orange color is the activity level. So we see, for instance, this patient wake up at the same time during the weekday and have a wake up later during the weekend, which is kind of a typical sleep pattern. We can see here, for instance, an outlier, some issue with the data collection, for instance. So let's start creating groups. We can increase the density of images. There is in total 264 images here, and we see only a part of them, so we can page through all the images. We can explore randomly by clicking this button. So it just reshuffle the distribution of the image on the screen to help get rapidly an idea of the diversity of the patterns. And then we can start by clicking collecting images on different pages, for instance, like this. Okay, these are the outliers. I will click on the background to create a group based on this selection. Now I will select this group as a target and ask the machine to attract all the images which looks like this one. So you see automatically it attracts to that group all the images which are similar to that group. So I will now press the Control K and start by the cross mouse wheel, selecting by decreasing order of probability the images. So I can page manually. I see here the probability decrease, and it corresponds to this case. So here the latest image which are interesting are maybe here. I will double click, and every image with a higher probability to belong to the target group are selected. Now I release the K, I can correct it manually, so I can remove some of the selection where I'm not happy. For instance, this one has been selected, I don't like it, I can just remove it. Now I will release the button, attract all the image in the group. I will now clean this group. So there is 3 pages in that group, but I see that not everything is outlier. Some of them should not be there. So I can click this button to see what are the most typical images in that group. This is what I expect. Mostly are outliers. And I can see, put in front, all the outlying image of that group. So these are not so much outliers. They are brought to the front here, so it's easy to capture them. I can capture them using a lasso, like this. Now I can decide either I put them back or I create a group on its own. So I can create a group by just clicking in the background here. Create a new group. If I'm happy with this outlying cleaning of this outlying group, I think I'm happy with it. So I will just move on. This group, I can move it. I can move it in some other place. If I want to put nearby groups which are similar, I can move groups like this. I can also move all at once all the image of that group back into another group. So here I move all of them into the uncategorized group. I can also do clustering. So for instance, I want to create clusters manually. For instance, let's say this should be a cluster, a seed of a cluster. Let's say this should be another group, and maybe this one. Okay. Now I can see all of them on one page by clicking this button. They are gathered on one page. I see these three. I could create a group by just clicking in the background, but what I prefer to do is to create a group for each of them. So I will double click on the background. When I double click, it creates one group per image I selected. You see these three groups. And now I will try to populate them. So this one is the regular slip. It's not enough to have one image to run automatic clustering, but automatic classification. So I will make it a target and populate it one by one. I can maintain the control key to do it more easily like this. And when I release the control key, they will go to the target. Now I think I have enough image to run the machine learning. So I will push the classifier button. And so what I'm interested in this group, so this one I can collapse it. It's done now. I have all the outliers. I don't need to waste space with them. So I collapse the group. So I will redo the classification. And I will decide about which should go there. So it's not perfect, as you may see here. It's not really regular sleep pattern. Here you see this is regular wake up. But this one is regular, but there is a nap. So I don't want to put the person with a nap in there. So I will maybe select this one, this one, this one, etc. I can also clusterize, so I can clusterize this the uncategorized group using this button. So now I will create automatically 6 clusters. Before they are generated, I can decide or not to create them. So this one already exists. I don't want to generate it. Maybe this one and this one has naps, so I want to keep them. This one also has some naps, and this one I will remove. So I will generate these 2 clusters. They are here, and they are populated automatically with 10 images, the closest to this seed image I selected. And now I may be not very happy with the result. Maybe some of them are not so very different. So I see these guys are quite regular sleep. I will merge these two groups. As I mentioned earlier, I can do this way, merge them. I can also, if I want, use a zigzag line. And it will merge the yellow into the green. So both are possible. I can collapse all group to see the results. These are my 6 groups. I will name them so I can see them all of them here. For instance, this one is the outlier. I can name it outlier. This one and this one actually, so this one is uncategorized, so I still have uncategorized images. I will organize the screen so I have all my images side by side. Okay, all my categories. I can have a little more images on the screen like this. Okay. I will collapse this group. So this is an categorized group. And what I can do now is select it as a target. And I decide where I put these guys. So this image looks like, well, I will merge these two groups together. Okay. So now they are merged. I will collapse. Now I have 4 groups: regular sleep, nap, irregular, and outliers. So whatever I see here, I decide which group I go. So I make it a target group, but it's a reverse target. It will unpile this group by just selecting where I want it to go. So for instance, this one is irregular. I click here, it will go to irregular. Next one is more regular. I click here, it goes to regular. Still regular, maybe regular. This one is more like an outlier. This one probably irregular, irregular, maps, irregular, etc., etc. So you see the process. So now I have named my group another way. For instance, this one are regular sleep. I can save this group, and once they are saved, they will appear in my download folder. I can unzip to show you the structure. And now you see that I have downloaded the group structure. So you see here the different group I created. For instance, outliers are visible here. Another feature I did not show you is that we can access here the lineup interface, where all the groups are displayed, and we have the feature space. So all these images are also associated with the feature space, where each patient has some characteristics. And we can use this lineup tool to get some insight. For instance, we can select by size. We can observe, so we can summarize each group as one bar chart, one box plot for comparison across each feature. So it helps us to see, oh, this outlier group has something very special in terms of this feature, which is number of sleep. You see it, number of sleep segments longer than 30 minutes during weekdays. So these are outliers, for instance. We can select a whole group. For instance, I can select here, and I can select images, individual images, and we can recover this image in the group interface. So we see the group has been selected. I see nothing, so I will uncollapse everything. So you see that one group has been selected entirely. Images has been selected here, and they are the one we just selected in this interface. We have also the possibility to select images by ID. So we have the ID of each image, and we can select them. When we click on an image, it automatically appears blinking on the screen, and it automatically set the page to where the image is and make it blink. So you can easily find it and create a group with it or move it somewhere. Thank you very much for your attention.